It was one of the greatest matches of rugby we have ever seen. So what is in store tonight? Well, it's time to head to the Stade de France and your commentators for this evening. Dan Biggar.
South Africa in prime form after defending their rugby championship title for the first time ever. Grey, damp day in Paris. We have all this. Whisper it quietly, but this may turn out to be one of the circus show already. And Louis Bielbarré chasing the kick through. It's a new look French back row, and the test for work of Fickou, and that's wonderful, and it's going to work and bounce, and Penaud scores. His stuff in the 80s and 90s, and the man who helped set it up, Tomo Ramos with the conversion. 5 minutes gone.
On that short side coming back in, but that's just that second ball player to help Robin Ntamack out, and just Damien Penaud doing what...
A little bit more of that with Etzebeth. And France. Flamand drives almost up to halfway. However, Sacha Feinberg and Ngomezulu on a still French night, straight and true. France ahead, that earliest of Damien Penaud tries. Lock forwards on the bench, he's already using one of them, and Diolende spreads that over the French defence that was up quickly. And the ball does its work. Training at Marcoussis down the road. Oh, what a scrum from South Africa. 30 seconds for Feinberg and Ngomezulu.
Guys, whoever's on the button, who's on the button?
Simple enough.
Perhaps behind packs that are getting beaten up a bit.
Etzebeth back on his feet, winning the ball and marks.
But keep the ball in front of his pack of forwards.
Willemse
good contest
on his own kick. Oh, how well did he do? And the bench, he knew how deep and hot these waters would be, and South Africa learning more and more about him.
From them in the Rugby Championship in terms of the big victories and what he can produce in those games, but we want to see if he can roll his sleeves up, keep the game in front of his forwards, control.
Listen to this stadium. Please respect the kicker. I don't think so.
I think every point is so valuable, which is another thing which Sacha Feinberg and Ngomezulu is going to have to sort of...
Will come with a bruise tonight.
Play on.
Springboks camp, let's see what they can put together.
Guial again, busy in the airways above the Stade de France early on, and try scorer. Sacha Feinberg and Ngomezulu with a couple of penalties since. Again the kick. Again it's dropped by Willemse. Decided instead to take on Kalisin. It's just opening up a little bit on this shorter blind side nearest to us on the wide outside. Ntamack. Little step from Barassi. Ntamack really opening up. Ramos must score. Penaud does. South Africa didn't make it easy. You can see how wide the conversion's being taken from. Kiss.
He angles in, gives Ntamack an option to get the ball into Ramos's hands, but really well finished, a really well worked team conversion over Sacha Feinberg and Ngomezulu, missing a couple of long-range efforts.
Two Penaud tries. Fickou. Cobus Reinach not entirely happy with the way that life was developing. He's a bit happy. Reinach. Oh, asking big questions. Bounce of the ball, all that matters. Reinach! Oh, he strikes the ball so...
Session, rely on brilliant players having brilliant moments. And that is a brilliant player, and that is a brilliant moment from coach.
For the penalty advantage, Cobus Reinach does not need more than a little bit of a lazy defensive to then only be 1 point ahead. Wow, that's quite disheartening.
France and Robin Ntamack.
Access is good.
The fly half chases his own kick. Well, he got his hands on the ball first, but couldn't hold on. It's been stolen by Diakha. Set up kicks for people like Ntamack. Bielbarré.
Knock on.
Airborne. Didn't come, ball knocked out in the tackle. Bielbiere, Fickou. Oh, Fickou very nearly went under the radar there. Mazulu
backwards,
overran it.
Play on.
But it's South African ball.
Play on. Leave it too. Space.
Ramos is falling.
Direct shoulder to head. Yeah. Why the player is very low.
As they found themselves, but then just before half-time, the Lud de Jaka red. Half-time in Paris. How to win a man down over what's left of this contest. Lud de Jaka with the red card just before half-time. They brought on Ryan Nortje. Feinberg and Ngomazulu, that's probably not where he wanted it to go.
No,
and
play on. You ran into him.
Awkward fall.
Yeah. So third kick in a row that France managed to control.
Ramos has it under some pressure. Here's Regis Montagne, one of the new props. Ramos spraying it further right to the captain. Hunting a hat-trick. A lot of work to do. Bielbiere. Oh, he's done brilliantly. How on earth did he win that one?
Kenneruck's all good there.
About to make a very interesting change because Andre Esterhuizen's one of the replacements down below us, planning to come on. Wilco Low another. Ahir Snyman.
Good contest.
Looks like France are about to bring on 5 players. Meantime, Fickou. Penaud. Bielbiere. Back to Penaud, not quite.
Advantage.
And now France have to be on their defensive toe. First touch for Taufi Vanua. Bielbiere puts the jets on. Popped up for Flamand. Oh, and then dropped.
Yep.
He's defending in a more appropriate position in midfield at the moment, but France keeping it tight. Going down that left-hand side with the cheekiest of kicks. Boudon. Oh, he does well. Engages Nortje for a sheet of insurance. Good kick. Underneath it, Kurtley Arendse. Oh, and it's gone forwards. Evade both players in the end. And now Ramos with another inviting kick for Penaud, and Snyman leading the defensive line. Ramos. Once again, work of Snyman.
Rassie and the coaching staff could probably see that the game was just getting away a little bit from him when in that, so bit of a change-up could be good.
Romain Taufi Vanua.
No,
his opposite number.
Position.
Charged down by Djegou. And there is a...
I'll say it, Benjamin, he's the best goal kicker in the world.
Thank you, mate.
Well, he's France's record point scorer. Shower fairly sharpish.
All on.
The little green man who scored South Africa's Jesse Kriel. I feel that we've not really mentioned Jesse Kriel much in this contest. We might have been missing it. We had Grant Williams standing at the front. Williams now the receiving scrum half. He gave the pat to send the box on their way, and it was Marks, his biggest men on the planet, than we need to be honest. It's Steenekamp offering everything as South Africa drive towards the line.
The thing for me as well is if he doesn't hit that, Jesse Kriel catches it, and it's a 2-on-1 on the outside.
Deliberate knock on by number 11 France. It's going to be a yellow card.
Steenekamp with his arms on the ball. Williams pulls away. South Africa over the line and scoring. Used to scoring tries from midfield. Turn forward. However,
and you don't turn territory and possession into points, there's a big chance you're going to come unstuck. This kick to put them 2 points ahead, 3 points ahead, sorry.
All play on.
And France have it as a result with Gros.
A number advantage on players on the field, and you're 1 point behind.
And here goes Esterhuizen. Cheslin Colby, and he has a way of finding his way to the try line. But shirt stretch, Grant Williams, the scrum half, riding the bus. Now it comes wide. Williams goes under the...
Piggybacking off all the back of the work of the forwards, and all of a sudden South Africa lead.
Pass from the scrum half to outpace everyone and to score under the sticks. Huge moment.
Ngomazulu took all the time he felt he could over the conversion. France are making a check from Feinberg and Gomezulu. That's been lost forward by Tumac. Williams. And right now they're looking to finish it off. Libot keeps it going wide. And it's scored by Sacha.
And he falls. The French player is over the ruck, so he's part of the ruck, so he can be cleaned out, and then he goes to floor. So that's okay.
Did engage himself as a sort of a second tackler, so he is part of the ruck, and Pistef du Toit just happens to be
just extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, he's looked a threat all night. He's looked good in terms of challenging the lock into the stadium earlier, won't they? They're going to have a pretty good evening in Paris this evening. They'll be going home happy.
Be wondering if there's just a little bit more juice left in this Saturday night in Paris. Williams.
He's charged down there, but he's everything you want in a number 8, isn't he? At international level, he is every single thing you want in a number 8.
Squeezing down the seconds, running backwards if they have to. Yep. Colby ends it. They've come to Paris and scored 30 points. France 17, South Africa 32.